Focus is squarely right now in Erin. The 5 a.m. advisory is in already. Storm still moving to the northwest at 13. Began more of that northwesterly turn late yesterday evening. Current position still about 915 miles now south-southeast of Cape Hatteras, and no change in overnight strength. Still packing very powerful winds at 130 miles per hour, and the storm is presenting quite well. Good symmetry around it. It's lashing currently the Turks and the Caicos. Parts of the southwest Bahamas are all under tropical storm watches and warnings in that area right now. 5 o'clock advisory kind of continues what we've been seeing for much of the weekend, starting a long, slow, more of a northerly turn, and eventually should be taken out into the Atlantic. It's also going to start to encounter some wind shear, and already it's churning up the waters enough. They're getting some cool water from underneath it that could affect its intensity as well. Right now, it is still expected to move off the east coast by about 250 miles or so and pass somewhere in between the Outer Banks and then getting into the Bermuda area too. Now, looking back at the last couple of days, notice the forecast track has shifted a little bit closer to the coastline. Still expected to pass well offshore, but the closer that track is, the more impact that we could potentially see across the North Carolina coast. What we do like to see is some good model consistency from all the models. They have shifted a little bit closer to the coast, but they're all doing it. And so that gives us some much better confidence in how this is expected to play out. For our impacts along the coast, I think they could begin as early as late Tuesday and continue through part of Thursday. We're expecting the storm to remain offshore, but the winds could start to pick up at the Outer Banks. It's something we'll talk about here in a moment. I think the biggest threat's going to be the rough surf. Could see 10, 15-foot waves along the coast, as well as some dangerous rip currents. We'll also have to watch out for coastal flooding, erosion, and overwash, especially along Highway 12. Now, the tropical storm force winds expected to peak somewhere in this kind of cone that you see here. We should see some better colors, but you can see that we are on the edge of potential impact where tropical storm force winds approaching 40 miles per hour may be possible as the storm gets pretty close. In the wake of Erin, we're also watching another disturbance that's beginning to take shape off the African continent. We got a good blowup of storms there too. Later this week, potentially could see a tropical depression. Right now, the models are not really creating a big storm. And usually when these storms move right behind another one, the ocean is kind of churned up that it really has a hard time kind of getting its legs going. So here locally, we are expecting good sun today, a warm and humid day. We hit 90 yesterday afternoon. First time in the month of August that we actually hit 90 degrees. That was a little surprising, about 3 weeks in now. Rain chances limited to about 20%. We'll have a northeast breeze at about 5 miles per hour, and this should be the warmest day we see for the rest of this week. Rain chances for the foothills, 20%. Will continue perhaps into the evening hours. Some very limited rain chances moving forward, and highs in lower 80s in many of our mountain locations. So you can see the spotty coverage of rain favoring more the eastern seaboard. As we go throughout the week, we can watch some of the clouds start to begin building from Erin. You can see some of those outer bands. We'll have to watch and see if any of those outer rain bands try to bring some showers along with some stronger winds along the coast. Most of that impact is going to focus about a half a day around Wednesday, so late Tuesday through about midday or afternoon on Thursday. The high surf and rip currents may linger longer in that area though. 7-day forecast, we start to bring our temperatures from a backdoor cold front tomorrow. Temperatures could actually stay in the 70s for Friday and Saturday, but we will have some better rain chances those days too.
All right, Brian, good stuff to know there. Thank you. Our coverage on Hurricane Erin continues on our website at WXII12.com and our free mobile app. There you can see the latest models and satellite views of the storm as it continues moving across the Atlantic.